administration, it must be under the supervision of the school administration. But, you know, I mean, such ceremonies that are actually organized outside the schools, I understand most of them are unbeknown to the school principals. And therefore, it's the kids that, you know, I mean, do come together and organize this. And, you know, once they congregate in that manner, they don't have control over what happens.
Celebrations during this passing out take different form. They come in different form. You did mention the masquerade, the hunting, and the parties organized in locations called secret places. Which ones concern you? Are you talking about both or all?
All of them. As I said, you know, our prime objective is to protect the students and make sure that they complete their education career to prepare themselves for other educational pursuits. But you complete grade 9 and you want to celebrate that in a manner that would put your life at risk. You wouldn't even know whether by the time your results are out, you would, you know, I mean, be alive to receive them. I mean, these masquerades, sometimes you have some very dangerous, I mean, weapons like machetes, you know, I mean, cutlasses. The other time we had, you know, knives. And if some of them are under the influence of alcohol, you never know. Because some students, yes, they are students, but they do things, you know, more than what their parents would even do. Some of them could be under the influence of alcohol or some, you know, dangerous, you know, I mean, stuff. And with those weapons, they can harm themselves.
Mrs. Anne Bronjans, you say the educationists. And you know, these celebrations, they are predominantly in Region 1. What's your own take?
Good evening, viewers. Just like the peers said, the passing out ceremonies are a big concern. A big concern because you have two types of passing out. One that is organized by the school and one that is organized outside the school. The school authority does not know anything about it. The region does not know anything about it. They are held in secret locations and most of the time with undesirable dress code and activities. That type of passing out is the one that is of great concern to us as educationists. We have spoken to the whole population last year using the television. We are doing this year. We are doing it this year again because we have been reliably informed that the underground activities regarding this passing out have already started. And we would like all the parents in their homes who have custody of these children now, because they are no longer in our schools. They have passed out, they are in their homes with their parents waiting for results. We want the parents to know that education is not part of that type of passing out activities that these children organize outside the school. They go there, they call it the places that they meet secret locations. They go there with various dress codes, undesirable dress codes.
Now,
so we want the parents in their homes to monitor their children and take full charge and support the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education as a sector to ensure that those undesirable activities that the children are engaged in regarding passing out are not held this year.
You're talking about dress code. Are the dress code alien to our culture?
Sometimes they call it goody pasar pasar. We have seen the advertisements here last year. Sometimes they call it goody jaljan. And we also on television the shots that we had, that we used to advertise regarding last year. So we are of the view that the parents are sensitized because we said it in different languages, Wolof, Mandinka, English. Schools we are asked also to discuss this in their PTA meetings. So now it is the parents who should take full responsibility and support us to ensure that their children in their custody who have passed out and are no longer with us in the school system should be kept in their homes, not to attend such programs. The only passing out programs they should attend are those organized by the school and managed by the school administration.
Mr. Boya.
Yes.
You heard about the secret places, the goody pasar, the goody jaljali. What are these names connoting?
Well, I don't know, but I will take a different dimension. I mean, I want, good evening viewers, the problem of passing out is not, the problem concerning passing out is not only associated with students in Region 1. I mean, Gambia is a global village now. The whole world it is. Because what is going on right now, if you go to Basse, these students can text each other and tell you exactly. So viewers will have to understand what we are saying is all students that are resident, that are in the Gambia. Now, as a conference, we took it upon ourselves. We have sent text messages to all principals of senior secondary schools, informing them that this type of passing out is banned. So that has to be understood by everybody. The second point is these students have to understand that this is exploitation. They exploit the students and then as if the students do not know. The interesting thing is that the students who are clever are being, you know, I don't understand why they should not be intelligent enough to know that these dropouts are trying to, you know, get money from them. Because what I have observed is that they will organize these programs, they will contribute some amount of money, and then say they are going to do a program on behalf of a particular passing out. Then afterwards, you go there, spend money, at the end of the day, the proceeds are shared between themselves. So it's an economic, you know, enterprise exploiting the students, and the students will believe that they are enjoying. So for me, as a principal, you know, I have been fighting, you know, this passing out, the way the passing out is being done. I've been complaining about it a long time. And before I give the mic to you, I want the students to understand about the loose definition of graduation. You know, this graduation, what we know when we were in school, a graduation is about people who have finished university. And the gowns you put on are respected. These are academic gowns. But students think that, you know, even if you leave nursery school, you are a graduate. And, you know, it has lost its value so much that I don't know whether the university graduation is the same as the graduation of a primary school. Okay. So I think that has to be understood. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Jabi, coming back to the question I asked Mr. Bojan in relation to these names, the goody pasar, the goody jarajali, and the secret places. Now, when you hear these names as principals or educationists and parents, what does it even interpret? What does it interpret?
Thank you very much. Good evening, viewers. I'll take off from where the permanent secretary and the director and, of course, my colleague, Mr. Boja. We are not only here to represent Brufut Upper Basic School, but also chairperson for Conference of Principals. And as exactly that Mr. Boja mentioned here, I came from the provinces yesterday on a countrywide tour. We were in Basse, we were in Farafenye, we were in Janjambre, and talking to the principals. And as he said, this is a national issue, and let it be seen in that way. This is not only Region 1 issue. Quite often at time we'll mention and say it's happening in Region 1. In fact, What is happening